Hey everybody, it's your girl Nat Martin, and we are going to talk about entrepreneurship. This is a topic that everybody kind of just loves. It's like a buzzword. Everybody, I want to say in the pandemic is when there was a big, huge rush on becoming an entrepreneur. And I don't know if people really know what that means, because we hear it a lot where a lot of people say, I want to be my own boss. I'm the boss. I'm the CEO. I'm this, I'm that. I'm an entrepreneur. But what does entrepreneurship really mean? Like, let's really talk about it. Let's talk about what is entrepreneurship. Let's talk about what it takes to be an entrepreneur. Let's talk about what it looks like in real life versus social media life about entrepreneurship. Let's talk about the transition into entrepreneurship. And then let's talk about how to sustain yourself as an entrepreneur. I think that's a lot to talk about. Again, you could throw questions in there if you like to ask me any questions about entrepreneurship. If you are on the cuff of becoming an entrepreneur, if you are an entrepreneur, I want you to go ahead and put a number 1 in the chat. If you are an entrepreneur, put a number 1 in the chat. If you are aspiring to become an entrepreneur, put a number 2 in the chat. If you are aspiring to become an entrepreneur, you haven't took the leap yet, put a number 2 in the chat. If you're like, I'm good, I don't want no parts of entrepreneurship, I love my job, I'm good over here, put a 3 in the chat. That way we kind of see the baseline of where everybody is. So for me, I done had all 3. I'll give you the storyline. So becoming an entrepreneur, you're not born just an entrepreneur. Like, you have to become in anything that you do. So a lot of you guys know my background, 20 years in the military. Now I'm retired. So before I even joined the military, I honestly was an entrepreneur. Because as a kid, I used to sell candy bars. I used to be a store runner. So people used to pay me to be a runner. What else I had going on? Babysitting. I had a babysitting service. So I used to do a lot of things to make money as a kid based upon my skill sets. So I was already an entrepreneur. But then my 20-year background in the military, obviously I had a government job that took up a lot of my time, energy, and just everything. However, while I was serving, I still had a job. I had a salary-based job, so I didn't get paid hourly. So I had a salary, but I still was an entrepreneur on the side. I've always had some sort of business on the side. So if you are working a 9-to-5, if you are an employee, if you're at a corporate job, military job, government job, wherever you work, and you're like, I'm aspiring, if you're that number 2 person aspiring to become an entrepreneur, this is the time that you do it. This is the absolute time that you do it. You don't leave your job to become an entrepreneur. You work your job while building your business and becoming an entrepreneur. What the best way to become an entrepreneur is take something that you love, a hobby, and turn it into a business. Long as you have a purpose and you have a passion and it makes you money where you can have profit, that is a sustainable business. You can have purpose and you can have passion, but if it doesn't make you money, you might have to pivot. That's a lot of P words right there. I think I spit a couple of times. But if you have purpose, passion, and it makes you profit, that is a great business to be in. However, don't just jump up and quit your job today and say, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm taking charge and living large, baby. Like, no. You got to slowly work your way out of your job into full-time in your business. Now, I know you're going to say, Nat, this job's slaving me. They're killing me. They're taking up all my time. Like, I could be doing more. Can you do more? Like, really? Can you do more? The answer to that is no, you can't do more. And the reason I say that is this why. When I was working 12-hour shifts in the military, single mom, my kid had high-level athletic events, sports with soccer teams and practices and travel teams. It was insane. And having my business on the side where my 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. was my military job. From 7 to 9, well, actually 6:30 to 9, I was at a soccer field practicing. From 10 to 1 is when I was building my business. And then I'll be asleep by 2 and back up and do it again. Now, if you caught that, you caught it. As much as I said, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., I was during my government job, my salary-based job. You know how tired I was by the time I got home, picked up my kid, got him to the soccer field in the car. But get this, from 6 to 9:30 at that soccer field, I'm at 6:30 to 9:30 at that soccer field, I was either studying or I was doing follow-up calls for my business. When we got home, we ate, showered, he's in the bed, I showered, like, let's go. Then I come in my office and I will lock in from 10 to 1 a.m. That's me doing whatever foundational work, content creation, scheduling, whatever it is for your business. That was my time. And then I'll go sleep a couple of hours and I'll get back up and do it again. That was how I transitioned into, well, while working a job when I have my business. So if you are aspiring, if you're the number 2 and you're aspiring to become an entrepreneur, don't jump out there and just quit your job. You have to get good at this word. You have to get good at time management. Time management is crucial. If you are effective and efficient in time management, it don't matter how many hours you're working at that job. Because the thing about it, once you get out of the job and you're a full-time entrepreneur, guess what you have? 24 hours that you allocated to yourself. Now, if you didn't get time management down pat prior to that, you're going to have a problem still with those 24 hours. Give you an example. I retired last year. The moment I retired and became a full-time entrepreneur and my kid had went to his dad's house, I had too much damn time on my hands. Too much time. I had to reestablish a schedule. I had to reestablish time management skills. I had to reestablish what does this look like in this full-time capacity. What does this look like? Because at now, you think you could just move around and go with the flow. And this is for my number 1 entrepreneurs that's like, yep, I'm full-time entrepreneur. They will understand this. You may be the boss, but you really still are on the time clock. There's different types of entrepreneurs. Y'all gonna be blown away with this. Everybody that's an entrepreneur in business, you can either be self-employed or you can be a business owner. And I think a lot of people don't know the difference between the two. So they just see, I got an LLC, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a boss. You were able to do paperwork. You were able to buy a entity. Congratulations. But if you are self-employed, guess what? You got to get up and get to work because you work for yourself, meaning you have to still check in and check out and get things done. When you are a business owner, then you are not the day-to-day of it. You actually may have employees, whether it's 1 to how many. You have other people that are doing the job to get the mission done. So when you go to becoming self-employed or solopreneur or whatever other, choice word that come up, guess what happens? You went from working that 8 to 10 hour shift to now you're working in your business like damn near 24 hours. That's when you hear those people that says, grind, grind, grind. I'm always grinding. I got to hustle. I got to hustle. I got to chase this. I got to get this done. Because if it don't get done, ain't nothing but, like, what? They sound insane. They sound like they about to go into overload. And they sound like they about to be a robot just about to break down. How do I know? I got caught up in that trap too. I got caught up and was letting other people push me too fast. And I'm like, whoa, pause, brakes. That's not the way to go about it. You will crash and burn. You will get burned out, overwhelmed, and guess what? Your business will fail. Most businesses fail within the first 5 years of being in business. Why? Because being an entrepreneur is not a status quo of like this like fashionable, cute thing. Being an entrepreneur is hard as hell. Okay? So you got to have grit. You have to have resiliency. You have to have tenacity to keep pushing through when things are not going. To keep pushing through when you don't have the resources. You got to be resourceful. You have to have the ability to bounce back quick. Bounce back quick. Okay? Because if you are a solopreneur or self-employed, you are the one doing everything until you are able to establish other team members or partnerships or able to hire out some of the tasks to get it done quicker. But until you get to that point, you don't want to burn out. So this is what I tell you as a message. I don't care about your pace, long as you're not doing anything. Keep moving, keep going at whatever level you are, at whatever pace you're at. Keep going. I don't care if it's one piece of content a day, put it out there. 1 a day, keep the stress away. 2 a day, keep the stress away. 3 a day, 4 a day, 5 a day, it don't matter. Long as you're doing. If you're like, okay, Nat, but I'm putting stuff out 3 times a day. Great. But if you're at the pace where you like 1 a day is stressing me out, just do that 1 a day. Now, have realistic expectations about what you're going to expect from what you put out. Understand that if you are moving at a slower pace, then you're probably going to get slower returns in. So again, success do love speed. However, I want you to speed up at your own pace, because you can go hire out and go run all these ads, and you might not have systems in place that's going to be able to support the input that you're going to receive. So yeah, the success loves speed. You got all these people, but now you don't have the foundational stuff set up. So make sure that you are doing things in order. So that you don't have to double back and have to fix it because you were rushing. Because you were just trying to get it done because other people were getting it done. See, I realized that I'm not in a race. I ain't racing nobody. This is my journey, my life. So live your journey, your life at your pace. Don't put pressure on yourself to catch up with other people. You don't know their journey. You don't know how long they've been at it. And if you see the success of others, best believe, let me tell you, they've been doing it a very long time. So it's nothing quick in entrepreneurship. I'm going to tell you that. You see somebody that has great success, they didn't get it overnight. They got it by consistently doing something towards the ultimate goal daily. They got it by not giving up. They got it by pushing through when things fell through. They got it by failing forward fast. They got it by having a go-to solution-based attitude. They got it by developing themselves with personal and professional development. They got it by getting a coach. They got it by knowing that it didn't matter what other people thought, that they were going to keep going no matter what. Your ideas, your vision, the things that you can see and that you want to bring to a reality, nobody can see it but you. Don't tell your big dreams to small-minded people. They will try to crush you in a second. They don't see what you see. They don't know what you know. They're not going to be where you're going to be. So keep going. Keep pushing. Keep going forward no matter what. As you keep failing forward and persevering over obstacles and things that's going to be sent to stop you, you will come out stronger, better, more resilient than ever. Because once you start to grow as an entrepreneur, and once you start to scale your business and come out of being self-employed into a business owner, there's going to be bigger battles. There's going to be bigger tests. And your tenacity, because you fell forward so many times, you're able to build and strengthen your resiliency to bounce back quicker and quicker and quicker. So that's why when you see a successful entrepreneur, they are resilient to the core. They know how to get back up again, because that's what you learn. Now, of course, I teach you how to bounce back. I teach you how to develop yourself, how to go through the process, how to fail forward, and how to become a great leader for yourself and for that future team that you're going to lead. So the first thing you have to know and decide is, who are you? What is it that you want to do, and what is it that you want to be? You got to know where you're going before you start going. You have to think with the end in mind. That's with everything. That could be business, buying a house, relationships. What is the end goal? Always think with the end in mind. So again, my number ones are full-time entrepreneurs. Let me see it in the chat. My number twos was aspiring entrepreneurs, like you're still working a job, but you haven't fully, tapped into becoming an entrepreneur. And my number threes were, no way, Jose. I'm good on my job. I don't want to be an entrepreneur. And let me make this statement. It is okay for people to have a job. It is okay for people to have a job. Let me say it again. It is okay for people to have a job. Now, if you are in a job and you are sick and tired of your job and it's causing you havoc and health problems and stress and it's not conducive to you at all, then that's not okay. But what I want to take away is that a lot of people put this entrepreneurship out there like it's just, I'm an entrepreneur, like you're better. I have friends that are corporate, government, military, and baby, the checks is checking, okay? So they're making big bucks and living lifestyles like they want to live without entrepreneurship. So it's not you're better or above. Let's kill the noise on that and know that everyone has a role and an assignment. Everyone has. So whatever category you fit in, I just want you to make sure you have a true understanding of what entrepreneurship is. And that the glamorous little cute lies that social media influencers put out there, like they just on yachts and driving Lambos all day. It's not it. It's not. It's long nights. It's trying to figure out stuff that you have no idea what to do about it. But you're going to figure it out. It's connecting with other people so you can have partnerships. It's leverage. You become your marketing person. You become, I'm a coach, I'm a marketer, I'm an editor, I'm a videographer. I'm a lot of things. Until I hire a team that's going to be on my team for the long term, and not just interim right now, then I can transition it. But again, remember what I told you guys. Everything happens in process. You can't jump to Z without going through ABC. You can't jump to Z without going through the ABC. So enjoy your process. Enjoy your journey. Go with the flow. Make sure you know who you are. Because one of the things I always tell people, that people do business with people they know, like, and trust. Know, like, and trust. I've had multiple businesses throughout my entire life. And most of the people that actually tune in to Talk with Nat and tune into my pages, they have been with me through all of those transitions in my life. And they've supported me all through of them. Not because they needed the product or service that I was providing. It's because they know, like, and trust me. I am the business, but I'm also the brand. So what does your brand stand for? What does your business stand for? They know. When you hear Nat Martin, energetic, likable, integrity driven, ethical driven, and has a heart out this world, she's going to get the job done. And I can keep going on. But those are the qualities and characteristics that come with my brand. So you have to take a step back and think about, what is your brand, or what does your name represent? Who are you and what do you represent? All of this is things that you have to consider. I have a business that's named after me because I know wholeheartedly who I am, what I'm here for, what my purpose is, and who I'm here to serve. It has never altered. It's been this way for a long time. And so it doesn't matter the product or service. Product and service may change, but the mission is still the same. The values, my mission statement is still the same. My principles is still the same. The values of my company is still the same. So you have to understand that certain products and service may change. Target audience and niches may change. However, I don't even like that word. Everybody was, what's your niche? I'm the niche. Me. You feel me? So focus on what you want to represent, who you want to serve. Is it your passion? Is it purposeful? And can it make you a profit? Those three things, win, win, win. Game changer. So again, that was just some information about being an entrepreneur. The behind the scenes, this is my office of entrepreneurship. I guess it is glamorous in here. I'm in here, right? So sweatshirts and joggers. I'm not dressed up every day. I'm not at fancy places every day. I don't know why people make it seem as if it's very fabulous. I'm around a lot of entrepreneurs at all different levels. I mean, all different levels. And it's not fabulous. Yes. Can you work hard and play harder? Absolutely. You know, that's what I'm about. However, that work hard part, you got to put a lot of work in. So don't just say you want to be an entrepreneur because it's the status quo right now or something faddish. It's truly a lot of work. So if it's for you, it's for you. I'm mentally unemployable. I can't work for other people unless it is purposeful, it's something I enjoy, and it's going to bring me a great return. Not just monetary. Connections, opportunities, and advancements. That's what I care about. So you got to know what's best for you, because I know what's best for me over here. So thank you for tuning in with Talk with Nat. Hopefully that gave y'all some insight on entrepreneurship, and you guys be blessed. And remember, be resilient no matter what.